A woman who had been widowed for 3 years was shocked to discover that her husband, returning from the war, had been carried out of a car, his legs completely paralyzed. For the sake of her husband's dignity, she forced herself to stay calm in front of everyone, yet her eyes could not hide the deep sorrow in her heart. She continued to comfort him tenderly. But when she learned that her husband had also lost his manhood, she completely broke down. Even though it was hard to accept such a cruel reality, she never showed her pain in front of him, and promised she would never leave him. It wasn't until she stepped out of the room that all the emotions she had bottled up poured out. Suddenly, she heard the sound of a gun being cocked. She rushed back just in time to stop him. Faced with her care and concern, her husband couldn't tell whether it came from love or pity. With Connie's attentive care, Clifford's mood gradually improved. Advances in technology also made life a little easier for him, helping to ease his boredom. Seeing how his wife often got hurt while caring for him, Clifford eventually allowed the servants to take over, trying not to let Connie see him in humiliating situations. When Connie noticed her husband's strange behavior, she felt deeply saddened. She couldn't understand why he acted that way. After her repeated questioning, Clifford finally opened up about what was truly on his mind. As time went on, the loss of his manhood inevitably affected their relationship. Thinking back to their once sweet moments and seeing how distant her husband had become, Connie's heart ached. Every night, her sense of emptiness grew even stronger. Even though Connie stayed by his side without complaint, Clifford still suffered greatly. Because of his physical limitations, he poured all his energy into the family business, hoping to numb himself through work. Slowly, cracks began to form in their love. As the last heir of his family, Clifford carried a heavy burden of responsibility and pressure. His inability to have children became a constant thorn in his heart. He asked Connie to bear a child for him and poured out his true feelings to her. However, this unreasonable request deeply hurt Connie, making it hard for her to accept. She fell into a state of inner conflict and struggle. She wanted to fulfill her husband's wish for a child, but couldn't betray her own heart. She finally shared her true feelings with Clifford, only to ignite his desire for an heir even more. What would he do next?